Yo, what's up, everybody, man? You already know what it is, man. It is 7 p.m. Central Time, and you are tuned in to the Grim and Shadow Show. This is how we do it every 7 p.m. Grim wants to get in, but let's see, you know what I'm saying? Now he wants me, I got to send him a link. I gotta talk. It's crazy. Grim be tripping sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Let's see if we can get him in. If not, what's up, everybody, man? Y'all start a little chat room, and just wanted to holler at everybody. We getting a lot of things going on. I'm right here, man, at the 311, and as you can see behind me, we got our things going on and stuff getting crazy. I wonder if I can go rotate. Orientation is locked. Rotate back. Okay, okay. It's like that. You know, I already know how it is, man. But we right here, man, at the 311, just doing our thing. Appreciate you tapping in. As you know, man, we just right here doing same thing we've always doing right here at 7 p.m. I don't have the the theme music like Grim has it. Is it on now? This whole time there was no motherfucking audio. Ain't that some bullshit? Man, I'm trying to get people in here. What's up? What's up? Can't hear me back on? Hola, hola. Can't hear you, fool. All right. Am I on now? Can you hear me now? This is crazy. Okay, back on. What's going down? What's going down? Man, dude, I'm tripping, man. It ain't letting me. Let me see. Let me see. Live chat. All video. Hide. I'm trying to put Grim in here and it won't let me fucking send him. Man, god damn, bro. I can't change this shit. Man, y'all gonna be mad at me, man, but uh y'all, man, shoot, I was trying to get Grimmy in here, but he ain't gonna be able to make it. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a live little show by myself, man. Grim's over here. Hey, Grim's over there. He's with his babies. Shout out to Juji. She's doing her soccer, man. She's going hard in the paint, man. And she's just doing a lot of things. Now everybody wants to text me and do all this shit, bro. Back up from the camera. I can smell your breath. God damn, bro. Motherfucker want to have give directions and shit now. First can't hear me, now back up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man. Okay, let me get my sweet spot, man. We good? Are we good now? Shit, I can't even read. Put my glasses on, man. You know what I'm saying? But we're right here at the 311. Uh, uh, uh. The real Marlo's in here. Us only. What's up, man? It's good to see y'all for real, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. If you in here, man, I see we got people in here, man. Y'all should give me a shout out. Let me know where you come from. Gas Gang, man. Y'all into the show. We doing this new YouTube thing. I got a lot of things going on. A lot of people been giving me flack, man, because I quit my job. And shout out to, for real, shout out to anybody out there that's working and in this rap game or doing anything in the show business, man, for real. Showing his tonsils and shit. Is it that bad? Am I too close? What the fuck? I don't say it. Where Grim at? Grim is in Dallas, and he's at a soccer tournament as usual. You know, Grim's a whole other fucking, what do you call it, schedule other than work is soccer. Boy's a soccer dad. Okay, straight up, him and JoJo. Shout out to JoJo and them. Man, it's real tough. But I ain't gonna lie, Juji, my niece, man, she is going hard in the paint. You know, just as hard as Sally is doing in dancing. Sally, I mean, God, dog, Juji is like, she's gonna be the next, you know, Ronaldo. You know what I mean? Messi, for real. I ain't playing. Tell everybody we're going back on at 9 p.m. Oh, Grim wants to let everybody know that because, well, he couldn't be on here, you know what I'm saying, at 7 o'clock hour. Because, you know, he's going to be here. We're going to go back on at 9 p.m. tonight. Okay? So if you in here and, you know what I'm saying, and you chilling, I don't think the game, Dallas lost again last night. Poor Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I really thought they had it in the first half, but Boston's just too much for them boys. But Grimm is the sports fanatic, so I'll let him talk about it. Uh, but at 9 o'clock tonight p.m., we'll get back on and we'll have Grimm on and we'll do like a little regular show. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't mind. We're getting used to this YouTube shit. We used to do this shit on Instagram. If you're coming from Instagram or, you know what I'm saying, not everybody's show, you know, is here, you know. So it's gonna take a little bit for us to do the transition, but I just want to let everybody know today the reason why I got on and the most important thing is that I just wanted to it's all overdue the Nava. It's what? It's overdue the Nava. What does that mean, Graham? Graham, I don't know what you're talking about. But uh a lot of things are changing. Like I'm going all in with the music thing, and going all in, going back to the thing that we started 30 years ago, and me and Filetto, man, we had a couple of years to kind of talk about this and say, are we really gonna do this? Because if anybody know, if you in the rap game, you know what I'm saying, this shit is some fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bullshit. Cause it's like 10% fucking talent and it's 90% fucking business bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? It has to be done. And we if anybody can do it, it's us. So we pulled our resources together, you know what I'm saying? Got our stuff together, you know what I'm saying? Everything mentally, financially, physically, and we're gonna go all in. And so we're here at the 311. The 311 is uh, lab, our laboratory, and the only way you can come to the 311 is to be invited. We want to work with artists. We want to get back into the scene, you know, making beats, doing all kinds of stuff. Really, you know what I'm saying? Giving the behind the scenes, you know, a look of everything. Not everybody's doing a podcast, y'all. What the fuck? I mean, damn, you know. I mean, shit. It's like back in my days. I'm Gen X, so back in my days, like if you got on the news, it was a big deal. Look, I'm on TV. You know what I'm saying? And now everybody on TV. Everybody got their own station. It's crazy. Um, so the world has changed. So you know, Grim and I, we like talking about that shit. I said we gotta add that to our show. You know, all the bullshit that you know going on. Like we've been in this game as family people. Like you know, being married and you know having wives and lives. And I want to talk about it in the show. I want to get deep. You know what I'm saying, for all the artists that are going through those changes and those things, those hurdles we call them. You know what I'm saying? Because life is nothing but a marathon with hurdles. You know what I'm saying? That's what we say. Bro, I want to rap real bad. I got a lot of verses. This is the real model. If y'all got any questions, y'all got any stake, you know, say, bro, please communicate with me, bro. Like let's talk. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good for me and Grim to be in here. But if y'all got any questions, you ask, we answer. That's our motto. You know what I'm saying? If Grim was here, I'd say you ask, and he would say we answer. Let's see. The real Marlo said, "Bro, I want to rap real bad. I got a lot of verses, songs down on pad. I need some help for real." Okay, first of all, are you in the H town? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're in the H town and you down like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind giving you an invitation to the 311, just to see what you got. You know what I'm saying? Because you say you writing and stuff. That's what you got to do. My brother, man, he used to write all his raps to finger snaps and hand claps, as he calls them. And so it wasn't even music. He'd bring that shit to me, and he'd listen to the music that I'm making already, and he'd literally find a song that, and he'd say, oh, that one, what you got, what's that? And then I'll tell him, it's open, and he'll have a rap for it. And then that's how we work separately. We've always done a lot of people that know us, man. We're total opposites. My brother's left-handed, I'm right-handed. You know what I'm saying? And he's got long hair, I got short hair. I'm chubby, he's skinny. We total opposites. So he writes on his own. I make production on my own. We really hardly do it together, and we meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So if you let's see, if you bro the real Barrow, if you in H Town, then maybe we could talk now. If you're not in H Town, then DM me, or let's get together, email, start doing email. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind being a pen pal. Like you ask me questions and you pick my brain. Right, Grim? You know what I'm saying? Like my grandma, this house that belongs to this, my grandmother, she used to give out her recipes all the time. She wasn't the type of person to keep her recipes. You know what I'm saying? She would give them all out. And so people were like, why you give out your recipes? Most people don't want to give up the recipes. And she tell us when we were kids, ain't nobody gonna make it like me, mijo. Nobody's gonna cook it like me. They're always gonna want to put in their own, and that's what people do. So Tone G, let's see. We need Hustletown Underground 3. Man, okay. I wasn't too happy with number 2. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really, really put that out, thinking I had to put it out, and I should have said it. But that's a damn good thing. I could definitely work on a Hustletown Underground Part 3 just for you, man, for real. Us only. What's it gonna take for Shadow and Grimm to listen to a song and give feedback? Okay, what's it gonna take is the time. Uh, uh, I'm horrible about that. Us only. I know and you of all people probably know of all people. Look, send me what you want. I'm gonna hit me in the DM. I'm gonna give you my email. Send me what you're gonna do it. And so, just another announcement that I was gonna make is that, like, this is my last week. Tomorrow's my last day working for Carter Square Records, which is Carter Services. And the day after Father's Day, I'm gonna be in the music business, like full throttle. So us only, man. I'll tell you what. You send it to me, I'll listen to it, and I'll give you the critique that same day you send it. You know what I'm saying? That's my word. And check me on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold me accountable if I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? For real. Uh, Grimm had to go. He's gonna hit us back. Remember, at 9 p.m. tonight, man. We're gonna get back on as the Grimm and Shadow, like it never happened, like this never happened. I just wanted to get on here because some people were hoping to come on at 7 o'clock. We want to keep this going. Marco Avilos, he says, I hope that can go for anybody on the podcast. Hope y'all are able to school us younger ones on the game. That's a good point, man. Grimm and, like, that's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? I do want to be that guy, that OG that you can ask questions, because I don't mind sharing. A lot of people will keep that it costs to be about whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I charge also for my shit, doing beats, which but definitely like to give y'all mentorship, or help you with anything you got. I want to get a pipeline to where we can do that. We can correspond. I mean that for real, us only. I know you're still in here, man. For real, like for real, man. Do that. In fact, if you want to send it to me, hit me on the DM. Let's connect. Let's make sure that I know you're sending it, and I'll definitely listen to it. And that goes for anybody in here, really. Lindu Shun mixtape MP3 era. Shuna mixtape MP3 era. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. But shit, I'm down with it. Respect. What's up? Mario Marino's in here. 541F's in here. Us only already. Gas Gang. You know what I'm saying? The real Marlo Gas Gang. If you come from Instagram and you part of the Gas Gang, you know what I'm saying? Shoot me the H, because I really want to start knowing and hearing YouTube what everybody's names are, because it's different from Instagram. So, or put your Instagram name on here so I can relay. It's like, oh, okay, I see you, because we do remember, we're locals and locals right now, but we're trying to make this grow. So if y'all could just let everybody know about this YouTube page, Grim and Shadow TV or Grim and Shadow, right here on YouTube, and hit them to hit subscribe and get notified whenever we coming up with something. It says Micro 13. I hope I'm saying that right, homie. Uh, see what's up. What up? Been hearing you guys since the first Aggravated album. I'm Gen X, also from Magnolia. Much respect to you guys for still putting it down for Houston, the Latin Legends. Man, that's what's up, man, for real. Aggravated was the second album that Grimm did On Your Future on. The first album was Making It Matter Worse, which I want to bring that up because this year's the 30th anniversary for that first album, and we remastered it. And man, we've been trying to get this thing, pressed up so we can put it out this year. I wanted to do it in July. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe Carlos could help me. You know what I'm saying? But it just takes a lot of resources. It's not necessarily the money. It's more the resources and getting all the dotted lines checked because I don't just put out shit and expect me to get all the stuff the dotted I's and the T's crossed after. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to do podcasts. Me and Flair were talking about like we want to show how you have to do that like before you put your shit out. Who you gonna put your shit out with? Who you gonna distribute with? You know, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of free game, but you got to tune in here right here. You know what I'm saying? Grim and Shadow TV to get some of that free game. So we're gonna be doing it hard, man. Uh, but I just want to let you guys know it's going down. Like I said, if you have any questions, just write them right here in the chat, and I'll answer any questions you got. But for that, man, y'all know, man, I can keep talking. They ain't got dang thing. I don't need nobody with me because there's so much shit that we fucking like. I'm cussing so because it's a lot of stuff that we're embarking on. We got a lot of projects. Fileto and I, man, we write everything down, and we go down the list. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people they'll ask me for beats or they'll ask me for this, and see, I'm working on. I gotta go to work like a regular job, and I gotta focus on one, two, three, and four, five down the line first. I can't just now. We're starting to make time for like at the end of the day or right after lunch or during lunch or whatever. We listen to. I want to start listening to what people are sending me and get that feedback. You know what I'm saying, rolling. Um, Tone G, he said, and y'all gonna put making it matter worse on streaming platforms? Yes. So that's the whole thing. We're with TuneCore right now, so we're definitely got it mastered. Shout out to Stone Sound, Mark Kidney. He mixed and mastered the entire album. We took it from 2-inch reel and made it digital. That was a process. Shit, we had to put them 2-inch reels in the oven for like 4 hours each, and then lift that, put it digital. Mark fucking did all the mixing, of course, with me and Fileto and my brother in the room via Zoom, and we did every song one by one, and we redid the whole album and mastered it, and it's done actually. But see, what everybody don't, what a lot of people don't know, but the people in the industry do know. Once it's done, right there, you got the master. It's just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because then you gotta, get all the artwork, get all the, everything. You gotta get the package together. Then you have to market it. You gotta know how to put it out, and that's what we've been doing. We've been working on so many things, and I think what we did is we try to attack too many projects at once, and we didn't finish any of them. I didn't finish mine. I'm not gonna put that on nobody else. That's on me. But so now it's a matter of attacking these different projects, because right after I finish to make it matter worse, it's going straight to Chicano Boulevard. I'm working on an all Chicano album. It's nothing but rap, it's nothing but freestyles, it's nothing but I don't want to give them my formula, you know what I'm saying, but it's going to be a Chicano Boulevard volume 1, and I'm doing that with Chicano Boulevard. Shout out to Isaac, Roland, and Mike and David, and Midnight Rose, and all the Chicano Boulevard members, Ben, everybody. And so I'm so excited to work on that project. And then after that, I've been getting my beat stars, because a lot of people have been asking me for beats. And for one, I charge $500 a beat. So when people hear that, it's the first thing they look at. They look at me and they're like, God damn. But what you get with that is first of all you get a shadow beat. Second of all, it's $500. You do get that. That comes with an hour of studio time because I want to. I don't. I like to work with somebody that can knock it out in an hour. If you go over, it's $50 an hour. But that comes with an hour of studio time. And if you buy two, you get a third one free. So in every song you get, every beat that I show, every song you work on with me, I give you an hour of studio time, so you can at least get it tracked out, stemmed, and then get it ready for the mix. I might throw a little mix on it, but I'll give the mix to Filetto and Manic. Shout out to Manic Media. You know what I'm saying? Doing a hell of a job with I Am Lopez's album right now. Shout out to Sambo and I Am Lopez, man. That fucking album is gonna be fire if you know who I'm talking about. But they're the ones that, and of course Mark Kidney does my high end shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Mark Kidney, he charges a good penny, but he's worth every single dime. And so it's like, I do all my shit. All my Chicano Boulevard will be with Mark Kidney. It's just that's my preference on my projects. You know what I'm saying? But some people can't afford Mark Kidney, then they Filetto will do it, and it's gonna sound more likely just as good, or to the point where it's the professional shit, right? And he might do it for a little bit cheaper, but Mark's gonna put it through an SSL, and that's the difference, really. He's gonna put it through a board, and he's got all the plugins. God dog. Anyway, I can go on and on about that. Um, the real Marlo says, "Much love, man. Y'all been an inspiration to all of us Texas Mexicanos. I literally grew up on listening to y'all, coldest Mexicans of them all, man. I appreciate that. Much love, man." Marcos Olivos, he says, "Y'all need to start a group of new artists again." Oh shit! You hear that, Filetto? It said we need to start a group of new artists, like a aggravated or something.
You
Like
gotta be good.
you gotta, man. I tell you, if we were to do auditions for a super group like that,
In about 5 years.
it would take about 5 years. It would take about 4 or 5 years, because we're gonna be hard, you know, because they're gonna have to really come with it. I mean, it can happen. I'm not saying that it can't, but because in the end, like, I'm not going nowhere no more. I'm like, this is. I jumped in, man. I took the dive. You know, some people say no risk, no reward. That's where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? I have to go in all in. You know what I'm saying? And it just happened to be like the stars are aligned. Filetto's in. I'm in. You know what I'm saying? There's some job openings at Dope House. You know, other places, other things are going on. You know what I'm saying? Other opportunities. Dope House being one of the big ones for me personally. But Filetto's got shit going on. Manic is doing some fucking crazy outlandish shit with his artist Powder. Shout out to Powder. Shout out to I Am Lopez, and anybody working with Manic, because he's coming hard in the paint. Y'all got to tap in, man. If y'all don't know what this is, man, look him up. Manic Media, Filetto, HTX. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Filetto Dinero, and then you got Shadow Ramirez and Grimm. You know what I'm saying? There's more of us too. The damn Sin, Rebel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Rebel go hard in the paint. He writes with my brother Grimm. The damn Sin, he's a damn beast. You know what I'm saying? Prankster's coming back out from the motherfucking, like, he had been, he working for this one company forever, and finally he called the damn Sin and says, "Man, I'm getting back in the game." So shout out to Prankster. For real, you know what I'm saying? Always gonna be most hated aggravated member, since day one. He's just like us, you know what I'm saying? He's one of us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of us, Troublemaker, anybody out there. Lord Locos getting in the game. I mean, it's crazy. So it's like the time has come. Hell yeah, second generation Lone Star Riders. You know what I'm saying? Marcos always said, "Let me be the first, man." Well, shit, come on, man. Let's just, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. You send in your shit, we're gonna be real fucking. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna be detailed, fine tuned, and we're gonna comb it. We're gonna tell you. We're gonna critique the shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? And I have hurt some people's feelings in the past. I had a chick almost try to stab me. Remember Blue? Remember Blue? No bullshit. That's a story for your ass right there. But we'll say that one for the podcast. Is Demon from the 24 Hustler still producing? He is. He is, man. You know what I'm saying? And Damu to God, he's in here. Like, you got to look him up. But yes, Demon is definitely still producing, from what I understand it. and he's got some codes at his shit. He did. If you listen to my Hustle Town Underground Part Two, he did one of the tracks on Bean's song. Yeah, I diced up a B song and I put like 7 tracks on underneath his 62 line vocals, and people just flipped their mind. They either liked it or hated it. You know what I'm saying? But it's my song, so it don't matter what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? They can hate it or love it. But yeah, man, he's definitely doing that shit. He's getting it. He's getting it together, man. Shout out to Demon, man, for real. Shout out to all them boys. Smoke Dog still doing his raps, from what I understand, man. You know, everybody. If you an artist and you rap and shit, like I don't think it ever fucking leaves you. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I think that it stays in you till you die. You know what I'm saying? It's just like breakdancing. Like if you broke dance back in the days and you had some moves and shit and you were cold as with it, and believe me, you'll see the motherfuckers like they get real drunk one night or they be out there and it's out of the motherfucking blue. You wouldn't even think your homeboy could dance like that. And that motherfucker start pop locking on your ass and shit, start doing some robot shit and fucking, you know what I'm saying, break dancing on your ass, do a windmill, you flip your mind, you know what I'm saying? But hip hop, man, to me is, you know what I'm saying, it's like the flu. I caught the hip hop flu. You know what I'm saying? I got sick with it. Third Coast Classics, yes sir. Demon is dope. Cop that album they did shortly after they left Dope House. 24/7 Hustlers. Yeah, 24/7 Hustlers, man. They did their thing. Everybody that was on the Purity album that put something out, they were actually working on something, and because at that time, Dope House was trying to be like No Limit, straight up, and he wanted to be, I mean, the Mexican motherfucking, No Limit, and they had a roster of guys. If you don't remember, back in the days, you open a CD and there'd be a 14, 15 double-sided page fold out, and every damn square had another artist. You know what I'm saying? And man, they had a roster. So that's what Dope House was doing at the time. Like they had motherfuckers coming, and rightfully so. You know what I mean? There was some cold ass. You got Murder Holics. You got 24/7 Hustlers. You know what I'm saying? You got who else? We had man, he just lost my mind. You know what I'm saying? But God dog, what was that? He used to do Crazy Lady. Russell Lee. Russell Lee. I just had to tell you, man. Like Russell Lee had his own shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, fuck. But everybody was coming with an album. Joker. You know what I'm saying? Joker got locked up again. Oh. But damn, Joker. You're right. The Joker had his shit. Shoelace. Anybody know who Shoelace is? If you know who Shoelace is, you from the Dope House back in those days. Shoelace and Purdy. If you know who Purdy is, you from Dope. Right, Fletto? If you know who Purdy is, or Sham, you know what I'm saying? If you know who Sham is, then you definitely from 2122 Center Street, right off Hemp. What was that? Hemp Hill. Russell Lee put out 2 albums. Russell Lee's a cold motherfucker. He's still out there. He drums. He lives in. I don't want to put out the word, but I think you can hit him up, and he's out there, man. He rides his little Harley and shit. Russell Lee's a beast. He was living in the same house at the same time when Grimm and all them were on the highway. What was it? Hardy Road, and they were living out with Happy P and Bash, and they lived all the way out there on that fucking way out there, Aldine Mail Route and shit, Aldine Jail Route. Is Skrilla still locked up? Good question, Tone G. Is Skrilla still locked up? He was one of them that I thought could go bar for bar with Being Lucky back. Okay, good questions, man. Hell yeah. Skrilla is locked up, but guess what? See, me and Carlos SP, we were just talking about this. So Skrilla's one of the ones that got locked up at the same time that Carlos got locked up. Also Papa, okay? Papa, them three from the Dope House, okay? There was Being, and there was, Ike Man got locked up. There was, Tommy G and Punch. But from the Dope House, there was 3 of them at the same time. And it was Papa from the Hillwood Hustlers, it was Skrilla from the Murder Holics, and it was SP. And they all 3 got 45 years. Three different things. For Carlos got what he got locked up. Skrilla got said totally different charges. All three of them. So they're up for parole at the same time. Like Carlos is up for parole. Well, Skrilla's up for parole right now. So writing the letter, letting the Texas Penal Code, letting the state know that when he gets out, that I got his back, and I'm trying to do everything I can not to let him go back in. Those are things that I'm doing to try to help. That I have to do. I hadn't done it yet, to be honest with you. So I need to shout out to Monstro, but I had to do. And if you know him, what I'm saying, you can do. Write a letter and just say, hey man, we don't want to keep my brother out, and we're gonna do everything we can. So Skrilla is, and he was Cold. He's with Murder Holics. It was him, Monstro, and believe it or not, Coast. Coast was on with Murder Holics for a brief minute in the very beginning. Um, Shout out to Skrilla, man. That's a good question. I appreciate you asking, man, for real, because he does go hard. He hung around Luck and being at the time, and Coast and Monstro. They all wrote together. Murder Holics, man. Us only. Captain Hook. Captain Hook. What was Captain Hook's name? Flag. Remember the Hook? We called him Hook with Rashid. He used to hang out with Rashid. What was his name? He used to be a cab driver. He was and a state what? Real estate agent. Cook. Oh, Captain Hook. Yeah, he had his own album. He came out of merry-go-round. He pulled somebody's. I think he pulled Bert's nose. I'm screwed. Did you do any beats for SPM's first prison album, 2006? No. As a matter of fact, it's crazy that you asked that because let me see. Hold on 1 second. Uh, right now? Oh, is that what he did? Oh, sorry guys. Sorry guys. This is my resume. Okay, this is my resume. This is half of it, actually. And then let's see. This is my other half. Okay, as you see, you can see making a matter worse, aggravated, uh, most hated, no rest for the real, third wish, SPM. What's this? So time is money. Uh, Never change. The Purity album. And then you start getting it, and you know what? We will realize I didn't. I don't think I did a song on. You know what I'm saying? But what's crazy is that I did. Of course, I worked on it. You know what I'm saying? Payne did a lot of it, but I didn't really do a song, but I worked. I freaking, we helped engineer. I do engineering, putting it together, arranging it. Payne did most of it, man. If not, a lot of it. And see, I don't have. Yeah, I don't have it's missing, right? It's the only one missing. Son of Norma. These are the last one I did. The County Boys. Anyway, um, that's just a little bit of my resume right there. Some of my albums, all the albums I've been on, and but I couldn't. But I did work on that album, and I don't know. I tried to look for it to see if I did a song on it, but I don't think so, man. Good question, bro. But I did, that's crazy. But right after that, I did finish the album, and then right after that, we started working on the County Boys while he was in the county. We were mixing that. Free my boy Los. Hope he gets out this year. Prayers. Appreciate that. Tone G. When's the last time you did any work with Coast? Did an album right before Lucky became a Christian. He did an album with Coast, and it has their bust, their head, right? It has Lucky and it has Coast, and it's kind of like animated. But anyway, I don't know what the name of the album is, but the song that I did uh, uh, was with him and Lucky on it. And God, dog it, I had the name of the song right on the tip of my. I was gonna come to me, but God, dog it, I got it right. And but there's the last song that I did with Coast. I did that and another sample for him, and it was on Lucky's album, last album that he did before he went Christian. So I can't even remember the name of that album. I'm so sorry that I'm just bad with names like that. I do so many projects, man. People ask me what songs you did with Dope House, what songs you did. I can't even remember the names of most of them, but I had to literally write them down, and go in year. It's just crazy. But Free Bang, Coldest Freestyle. That's a good question though. Did you and Happy P ever work together before? Oh yeah, man. Happy P and I, man. Um, when we were doing Time is Money, he worked on the Boys on the Cut. When we were doing, the first album, when he was working on Lone Star Riders, with Shut Him Down. That was one of his first. See, he did the Lone Star Riders. The first Lone Star Riders was Shut Him Down, and most of those songs that he was doing at the time with Shut Him Down and them boys, we was engineering, Filetto and myself. Then he came to Dope House and he started working on the Lone Star Riders, and he was doing that at the Hardy Toro we were talking about, and his engineer at the time was Celos. He had a dude named Celos, and Celos and I real close. You know what I'm saying? So of course my brother was living. They were all living at that apartment at the same time. So in fact, Hap lived at Nob Hill and the Hardy Toll Road, and we had the Washington Courtyards. So every apartment that we had, we used to, have a studio, and we would make beats, and really that would be like the pre-production room. You know what I'm saying? Because we put it, and now, and sometimes it just turned out to be the full. We finished the song right there and then. And so a lot of, especially in those times, you know what I'm saying. So working with him while he was doing his album, mostly was like badass. And I got songs where we worked on together. You know what I'm saying? And I do that. That's where you're gonna find those songs on, like, um, him and I. Like, I did Weed Hand with Baby Bash, but when they turned it into the I can't remember who. I think, I don't think it was Warner or whoever it was. Hap had put his flair on it. Other songs that I've done before, he's done his same thing, or I've done the same thing, put my little magic on it. But we didn't make beats together per se, collab on too much stuff, but we would be working on so many different things, and we'd help each other and just like come up with different sounds and different bass lines and stuff like that. And nobody at the times was looking for splits. I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that for me. I guess I should have in the past, because nowadays it's all about splits. Everybody gets their cut. And you don't leave the studio until you get that all taken care of, and make sure everybody knows everybody's what they're going to get. And rightfully so, that's the way it should be. You know what I'm saying? Back in our days, man, we were putting the songs together, and it was like, see you later. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, okay, hold up, before you leave, I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, I get 50, 50, 60, 40. What, how much of the beat? You know, like, right? I mean, that's we never had to. We never did that, and I guess we should have, in retrospect, in hindsight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a dog eat dog world out here. Now everybody's trying to get their publishing, their royalties, their masters. You know what I'm saying? Thing about us is that, you know what I'm saying, like, we never was signed to a label. I never was signed to a label since day one. Los did. He went and signed with Universal, but me, I've always been independent. Grimm Productions, Brown Clues Public, Productions. We've always music. I mean, we've always been independent. My dad had us independent since day one, and that was since this album right here, since Making It Matter Worse. You know what I'm saying? I mean, since this album right here, me and my brother have been, independent. And so we get our own money for our publishing, our royalties. We collect ourselves. Um, Dope House. Now I take it back. One label that I was signed to was Jam Down, and that was with the Most Hated. That was with this album. You know what I'm saying? And I was signed to Jam Down. You know what I'm saying? Jam Down Records, and that's the same label as Little Kiki when he did Don't Mess with Texas. In fact, we were on the label before Little Kiki, to be right, to be Get the facts straight. I don't know if our money helped get Kiki to the label, but I want to think so. I'd like to think so, because we was hot and we was selling a lot of records. You know what I'm saying? And it was shortly after we had put that album out that Lil Kiki became part of the label, and we became label mates. So I mean, I want to say it had. We were, at that time it was Al D, us, and I think that's it, straight up. So you know what I'm saying? That was the time this album is jamming. Marcus Oliver, did SPM really record the first record in prison, or was it old verses? Because the first album quality is way different than the last one released after that. If I told you that, I had to. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just the album answers itself because of the content. Bill and the Coyote, for one. Bill Carlos didn't write that song until after he was locked up. Just it's the whole story. Bill and the Coyote on When Devil Strike tells you why Carlos is in prison. It's his version. He's told that story since day one. That's what's crazy, is that he tells you himself what happened in that song, and that's what he does. He tells stories about his life, and so yeah, a lot of that stuff was recorded after he was locked up. I mean, I don't have a problem. I don't think there's a problem saying that. Technology is a motherfucker, you know, and the drugs that we've always been, the dope that we work on is legal. It's legal dope. You know what I'm saying? It's CDs. You know what I'm saying? This is our drug right here. And you get a taste of our drug, you're gonna want some more. So that's why we say dope sells itself. That's a saying that we said in the hood, and Carlos put it on his records, and it became his slogan: "Dope sells itself." Did you ever get to work or kick it with Screw? Absolutely, because we were with Jam Down, and while he was doing the album with Kiki called God dog, what was that name of that album with Kiki? He had Putting in Work, or what was it? All Work No Play.
Screw?
Yeah.
All work no play.
All Work No Play. That's when I seen Screw at the Jam Down most. But I'm talking about, like, most times I saw him, he was lean the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So, I think Filetto one time, remember, tell the story, Filetto, that motherfucker pulled up, and Filetto, the Laws pulled up behind fucking Screw.
I was in the studio, supposed to let Screw in.
Yeah.
When Screw got to the door, the Laws came behind Screw.
Yeah, Filetto's in the studio. He's supposed to let Screw in, but Screw came in hot. Laws behind him. So there's this little at the door. It has like a mail slot. So you see Filetto inside. He's looking out that mail slot. He's like, oh shit. Hey, if you know, we locked the door, bro. It's you already hot. You know what I'm saying? So poor Screw. I think he went to jail that day, and they got his car and everything.
I seen the Laws pour his drink out on the ground. I seen that.
Hey. So we've chilled with Screw, man. Screw was part of Jam Down, Kiki, that whole fam. Like when Kiki Kiki hadn't even came out with Southside, and we were label mates. You know what I'm saying? Like we was down with the Herschelwood Hardheads, all of them. Knock, you know what I'm saying? All of them, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we just like we all Arch, we all hung out together, and we was working on our album, so we got to know each other. Not just them, but Big Mo. You know what I'm saying? We mixed our album at South Coast with everybody over there in South Coast. They had a Q room. Kevin Bomar and crew, and Big Mo was doing his album at the same time in that same studio. While we were mixing our album. We grew up with K Reno and them boys, you know what I'm saying, going to Maestro Studio and stuff like that, Dopey and all them boys, Gangsta Dip, Point Blank, the list goes on, Klondike, Street Military. We used to go to Club 808 and do shows, and that's where we met. I would hang out, or we were introduced to Brad Action, which is of course Atkins, which is of course Scarface, 3-2 was my brother's best friend, dude. They all hung out together. 3-2 was the first motherfucker to come out with all that stuff Snoop Dogg used to say. You know what I'm saying? You know, baby. You know what we, huh? For shizzle, man. Yeah, but all that stuff Snoop Dogg, he'll tell you himself, man. He's the one that came with that, you know what I'm saying, with all them saying. It was 3-2. He took a trip over there. Can't remember exactly who he went with. I think it was Spice One or more or somebody. But, you know, yeah, they hung out. And 3-2 was a big influence, you know what I'm saying. We all hung out together, man. We was all coming up together and nobody was a star yet. We was all think we're doing the same shit. So I'm streaming Brown Recluse on Spotify. Do y'all see that money, or does Dope House, since it was also released through Dope House? I think it was, right. Good question. Uh, yeah, nah, bro. My brother don't really see a dime of that Brown Recluse. I don't see it really. I don't see no money from that. Tootie, I don't want to get into that. That gets to be kind of crazy right there. That's where money's funny, bro. This game, you know, I just asked Tootie like 2 weeks ago, huh, Fled? I just asked him the other two and said, "Okay, can I get that catalog? Can I get my masters back?" Now the publishing, see, mastering's different, and publishing's different. Royalties is different. I get my publishing, okay? That's BMI, you know what I'm saying, you know, and all that stuff. But that's when it comes on the radio or something's played on the, you know. So yeah, you know, these streams that are coming and everything. I get my publishing, but and that's because I had to register these songs. I had to get the ISRC codes. So you got to know what's going up. You got to know what's going up, man. Not what's going down. You got to know what's going up. You got to understand. You got to get your ISRC codes, and you got to register that shit with Song Trust, Sound Exchange, BMI, or ASCAP, Harry Fox, everybody that every platform, right? And you get your publishing. Now your it gets to a point where he still owns my mastery, so he's hit the YouTube is gonna go under him. Like he gets that. I could remix. Let me tell you how the game goes. I could remix, master, and do that shit, right? I could do, and I could put it out under a different ISRC code, and I'll get my shit, all of it. But he'll have more numbers of me, and then when it comes up, and you're gonna go to Spotify or whatever, you're gonna tag that one first, because my shit ain't gonna have no numbers. So it's a chance, you know, people do it, but it's like it's a numbers game. Man, let me tell you, like everybody tells you, you already know the answer to this. It's not a talent show anymore, guys. This all this crazy, this internet, this crazy man. It's I'm coming back to this game, and I've learned in the last 2 years, and I'm on top. I'm trying to be on top. It's a talent. It's not a talent show no more, bro. It's a popularity contest. That's all it is. If you could be a code, and you've seen the TikTok, you've seen the things. You could be the coldest artist and have the best sound, the most talented, and the people now the industry right now. There's a war going on. You know, it's like it's behind the scenes. There's a lot of shit going on. Labels is gonna get to a point where labels, I feel, are gonna implode in themselves, and the independent people are gonna be, because see, the ones with talent, you know, they'll tell you, oh, but you don't got 75,000 followers, so I can't do nothing. They'll tell you that. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till you get more followers, because you're not popular enough. You know what I'm saying? So now this game is, you know, part of what I'm trying to do is, I never in the beginning of the game, my name is Shadow, bro. I ain't trying to be out. I never got on a fucking black and white, a headshot. You know, I wasn't on posters. I was Shadow. I was in the back. I worked in the studio. Now, see, and I was making money. I was making hand over fist, flying, Guadalajara, places, you know, everywhere, working with a lot of people, different. You know, I don't name drop. I'm not that dude. You know, and I don't have very many followers. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, when people meet me, they're like, man, you know what I'm saying? But when they hear and I tell them what I've done, it's like, God dang, bro, what? Since day one. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Filetto, we're the fucking we're the Einsteins, bro, working in the laboratory. We've been doing this for years. That whole era, Carlos's era, Salty Waters, all that whole era shut them down, all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Salty Waters, you know, Pancho and Tommy, because they did their shit. They did shit. They had their own shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really, you know, I got down with them, but they had to, but shut them down. Dope House, you know what I'm saying? Fat Texas, all these Fat Money, you know, all these people that we touched and we worked with. That was our era. We came. That's our sound. You know what I'm saying? And we was coming up with the Ice Teas, and you know we wanted to be like NW. We were coming up. You know, Frost was coming with his shit. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his Chicano stuff, which you know, hey man, for real, legend in the game. But we were coming up to BDP, KRS-One, and we were coming, and they were nobody's, and then they became who they are. You ain't right. You know, ain't nobody rocking them no more. We did it. We had our chorus. I feel like we went through that. You know what I'm saying? And now you know I got to do something different. So now I'm in your face because all it is marketing, bro. It's a popular. It's marketing. It's marketing, 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 and people are not buying songs because they like what you're saying. They buying into you, who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people got to understand. I mean, at least that's what I understand in this game. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm gonna all say all tell all. You know, like I'm the fucking. You know what I'm saying? But I've been in this game long enough to know I've seen a lot of shit, and I've seen how it come and go. And I never look. People will tell you I didn't get in this game for money. I had money before this game. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta get into it, but my family came. I got money. Money's good. I got good. Grim and I are good. Our values come. We're not. It's not about the money, but the money is necessary because it's a tool. It's a necessary tool, and you have to have that money. But it's not for me. Money's never really been for me. I'm okay. I can live in my means. Because the more money you get, the more problems you get. You know what I'm saying? If that's anything I ever know. You know what I'm saying? Mark Kidney, all work, no play. You already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever, let's see, so I'm streaming, okay. JT, how you feel about this new generation of H-Town artists? I love it. I love it, man. You know, Sambo said the other day we was talking with GT Digital and we were at Memorial Weekend, and Sambo, he says, right now, Houston is number one with the hottest Mexicans, like in the world right now. In the world, the coldest Mexicans rapping, you know what I'm saying, are coming out of Houston, man. I love it. I fucking love it. It's what me and my brother, when we first looked at our album, when we was in Sam Goody a long time ago, and we were the only Mexicans on the fucking, back then it was a fucking shelf. You know what I'm saying? CDs like this, you know what I'm saying? And they on a shelf, and you go and you pick out, and you picked out this one. And it was the first Mexicans to put out a fucking CD. And we were the only Mexicans on the shelf. And we told ourselves, man, imagine when it's going to be 1,000 motherfuckers on this shelf. 1,000 Mexicans. And it's not shelves anymore. It's 1,000 Mexicans in the fucking internet and shit. Take it over. So shit, I fucking love that shit. Good question, man, JT. I appreciate that. The Real Marlo. The Filetto verses and SPM song albums. Did Filetto write his own verses or did SPM write his verses? Q's, because they go hard. Filetto wrote his own rhymes. We come from a clique, right? Right, Filetto? Yeah, Filetto wrote his own rhymes. You know what I'm saying? We come from a clique where nobody writes their own. You know, nobody would write anybody else's rhymes. You know. We just now we would collectively write a song like "Gotta Stay Strong" on the Most Hated. If you listen to it, it's all of us. It's all the rappers, you know, singing one line or one part of the line. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to listen to it, but it's the whole group singing the whole song. They all wrote that collectively. I know on this last album that Grimm and I just put out since day one, Rebel, my boy Rebel, man, he and Grimm, they worked together and they wrote those songs together. Grimm got the torch. Fucking my favorite song right now, which is Mr. President. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rebel. You know what I'm saying? Because we're creatures of trying to make some badass fucking shit. And it's not just one person that can do it. It's a collect strength in numbers, man. That's been our motto since fucking Most Hated. Like they would wonder why y'all, why so many? Because man, bro, when we get together and we all started working together, it's just like it was too much for anybody to endure. Like fuck, these motherfuckers are coming bracket, and that's what we came to do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, we came in a time when there was no Mexican club. There was no place for Mexicans to rap. We had to go to the black clubs. So the game was, we had a game. Me and Filetto, we called it kick door. We would do what's called a kick door. And back then we had like we had cassette DATs, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying. It wasn't CDs. It was like a cassette DAT. And we had the DJ, whenever an artist would come, it was not on a vinyl, it'd be on a cassette deck. And one of us or both of us would go into the DJ booth. Hey, we're next. How many mics you got? You know what I'm saying? And the DJ would be like, he got his headphones on and shit. He's like this. You know what I'm saying? He's like, huh? You're like, huh? No, he's doing his shit. We're next. You know what I'm saying? We're next. How many mics? Look, my guys are on the stage. And we have Balasso and Grimm on the stage trying to look for the mics and shit. And the dude's looking at me like, hold on. Our whole thing was to try to get through one song. You know what I'm saying? Because the manager, nobody knew what we was doing. But half the time, the DJ would let us get on. And by the time the manager would find out, he's like, get there. But if we could get through half the song, man, we had the crowd wrecking. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we had to do shows. Like, for real, this is like before Carlos and all this, you know what I'm saying? They were like, man, especially us coming in, we Mexican, you know what I'm saying? They're like, what the fuck? And when we started rocking and they started feeling the music, you know what I'm saying? And man, bro, it just, next you know, and that's really how, like, Patrick Lewis from Jam Down saw us. He saw the work ethic. He saw the we used to go to the fucking 97.9 the box van at every club. It was so many of them. So two or three of us go to Boomerang, the other one go to Chocolate Town, the other one go to, you know what I'm saying? And we go really take over the radio. You know what I'm saying? And be, you know what I'm saying? Remember that shit? Like Jimmy, just Jimmy, jamming Jimmy's in one van, and then you had what was his name? Fraud, what was his name? Kid Fresh in another van. Juan, and we were with one, and dude, we go hit, and then we did, come out the Boomerang, and we say the right shit. Tip your bartenders. They got drinks and everything. We aggravated. This your boy Grimm. This your boy Shadows. And we would be on the radio, so everybody would get to know. Like they got used to, and we were so cool with the DJs or the remotes. The disc jockeys that are out there doing like Tex. Like nowadays on 97.9 box, you see Jessica Jeans, you see, what I'm saying, you see Matt, you know what I'm saying, Mad Hatter, you know what I'm saying, remember? And Dre, so you see them out there, you get to know them, and they don't mind giving you the mic because you're professional with it. You come correct. And we knew the game, you know what I'm saying, and we was working the game, and the game has to be worked in order for you to make hustle. It's all about making a hustle, right? It's all about making money. And the money is the tool. You know what I'm saying? You don't fall in love with the money. The money, you get to the point where you don't chase the money. The money starts chasing you. And once you get to that level, once you get to that point where it chases you, you just got to be consistent. And now you're seeing, because anybody can get to that point. I think it's easy. It's just like a hit record. Anybody can make a hit record, and you could be freaking, very successful. You know what I'm saying, in the very beginning. But how many people do that one hit wonder and shit because they don't have the longevity? Because it's easy to get there. It's staying there. It's staying there. That's the test. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you'll fall. It's like a ladder climbing. Sometimes you'll fall, right? So you can't shit on the people that you go on the way up. If you start shitting on the people on the way up, you're gonna trip. And when you start falling back, you need somebody to grab onto. So the currency is not the money. The currency is relationships, right? And the answer is being good, being right with everybody. And it's hard because this game is doggy dog. So, you know what I'm saying? Like always, much love, respect to you both, man. I appreciate it. What's up, SPC? Jordan King's in the house. SPC, man. You already know what it is, man. Strip for some. Who made the song, The Click Beat? That shit is legendary. Salty Water. Salty Water. Click Beat. I don't know. I don't know. He says, is it legendary Salty Water? The Click Beat. The Click Beat. Strip for some. What album you talking about? Because there's a lot of click songs, click beat. I'm not. Is it the deep instrumental? Are you talking about the deep instrumental of Carlos? Are you talking about SELS? The real Marlo, yep. H-Town, the hardest Mexican rappers in the world, baby. It's true. Right now, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We hot. We hot. Somebody told me the other day, was trying to tell me like Latin shit ain't hot. I said, are you fucking kidding me? If you, bro, okay, in the last 2 years, wasn't Bad Bunny charging the most? Like, Latin shit is so fucking always been around since goddamn the Miami Sound Machine, bro. Shakira, like Latin, especially internationally. Now Mexicans being in the rap game, you know what I'm saying, in the eight, you know, in the, okay, okay, you know what I'm saying, but they're out there. We out here, you know what I'm saying, and we workers, bro. We don't stop. We don't give up our hustle. Let's see. Yep. Are y'all DJing tonight? Oh no, JT. We do it every other night. You know, and that's why you don't see any posts or anything. So it's every other night. So what's next Thursday, Fled? The 20th. So on June 20th, we will be at the Magnolia Tavern, 310 Milby Street. We gotta get some more. We're getting some more songs. We're getting a bigger crowd. They starting to ask for they starting to request. You know, having a little request and shit. I was even thinking about having an open mic because this dude came in. He was like, let me get on the mic. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, look, we're gonna do a bumper to dump it because if you don't come with it, we gonna dump you, man. All right, all right. He was pretty good, man. Young Noose. Shout out to Young Noose, man. Y'all go check out his shit. Yeah, I know strength in numbers. Two heads are better than one. It's the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Philetto does all. Philetto's a beast with drums, and he cuts, and I come up with cold melodies, and we work together, and that's how my beats. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right with drums, but Philetto's the beast. So that's why I've never been a person like Hap came to the dope house. He saw me at Holla Blues one night, and I think he asked not just me. I'm not nobody special or anything, but I was working at the dope house, and he saw me at Holla Blues, and he was in his green Tahoe with choppers on it. Back then, he had a green Tahoe, and I'm talking about like a almost like a lime green. No, not lime, but it was like a emerald green. You know what I'm saying? Tahoe, and he had choppers on that bitch. It was a nice truck. So he comes and he says, "Hey man, I want to hook up with y'all. I want to go fuck with SPM." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and I looked, and he told me his name was Happy Pete, and I knew him from Young Bleed and CeeLo from the boot, and he did that song "How You Do That" there. This before Master P did "How You Do That" there with CeeLo. This is Young Bleed. Shout out to Young Bleed. Shout out to Lil Young, man. They coming out with an album with Young Bleed. Y'all check that out. And I said, okay. Now I could have been like, oh hell no, I ain't finna let somebody come. I know this producer. He gonna come and he gonna take some cheese off my plate. You know what I'm saying? I never was like I said. I didn't do this game for it's all for the Mexicanos. Like I was like shit. Another cold ass Mexican, you know what I'm saying? Like coming through the dope house, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what he got. And man, that motherfucker came, bro, that motherfucker did the food, you know what I'm saying? And, some people will say he did and surpassed me, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at it that way, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own path. But look, he came through the dope house, you know what I'm saying? And I got to witness it. I got to work with him. I got to see, because he's a beast. And if anything, I learned from him. He learned from me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the song that we kind of worked on together was "City of Dank" in a weird way, because we were working on it at Knob Hill. He was working on it, I should say, and I kicked the damn plug and I unplugged the song. He lost the whole beat. You know what I'm saying? And he got mad at, kind of, I said, bro, you didn't save it. Rule number one, if you're an audio engineer, save, save, save. You know what I'm saying? So I said, well, you can be mad. I understand why you kind of upset, but did you save it? And he saved a little bit of it, but the majority of it was gone. So, but he redid it, what I'm saying, and probably learned a lesson, at the same time. Hopefully he learned a lesson. But I used to tell you, it came out better, man. It actually came out better, what I'm saying? So shout out to Happy P on that one, man, for real though. But that was my contribution to the city of Dank. You know what I'm saying? But uh, yeah, the song is called "Click" or Latin Legacy, and it has everybody on there, bro. Can't think of the official name. Latin Legacy. They had an album called Latin Legacy. It was all white and like red letters and thing, I believe, and they had everybody on that album. It was called Latin Legacy, and I don't know who made that beat. I'd have to do some research. You ask, we answer. So I'll find out. I'll reach out to Tommy G, and I'll definitely get that answer for you. So tune in. Don't That's what this is all about, man. Keep it tuned in, lock it in, subscribe, hit your notifications, tell all your homies. This is what we do on this channel. We gonna give out information. We gonna tell these stories, but it's this channel only. You know what I'm saying? The game ain't to be told; it's to be sold. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what it all comes down to. The real Marlo. Anything about SPM, he can quickly spot talent. It's why he chose you, Filetto, Happy, Grim, and the list goes on. Great comment. I talked to Carlos today. That is why I'm going back to the dope house. Filetto, Filetto and I, we're kind of, we're together. So if I'm going back, he's gonna come with me. Um, and Carlos has told us in the past. He's told us now, even now, because he's actually asking me to go back to the dope house for that very reason because he's looking to come out sooner than later, if not this year sooner, and we're gonna be able to do a lot more creating together and mashing like we were in the past. And I'm talking about like some crazy shit. We got a lot of stuff coming. That's why I quit my job, guys. I literally told my wife, I had to have a heart to heart. Anybody in this game got a wife, got a girlfriend, got a relationship, got kids, and you still doing this, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, man. For real. I give y'all a lot of props, man, because it's tough. And on this podcast, or this, right here, I want to talk about. Ask me about questions about that. I'll tell you, it's tough. Like my wife, she was like, no, I don't want you to quit your job. And I had other friends too. They were like, no, bro, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, guys. I don't need to work really anywhere. I'm good. I work because it's just instilled in me through my family. Like my dad has just had us since we were kids. You work until you can't work no more because when you get older, and we all plan to get older, people are gonna have to take care of me. And if they're gonna take care of me, I want to compensate them richly, so that they don't have a problem wiping my ass, you know what I'm saying, or taking care of me, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really want my wife to do it. I don't want her to do that. So I work hard, to make sure that I got things, ready. But at the same time, that I quit my job, and my wife told me, you know, uh, she don't trust this game. For anybody out here in this rap, women don't trust this game. I haven't met a woman yet. Maybe 1%. I've seen a few that'll be right there, right along, ride or die with their rapper or their producer. But it's hardly ever that. You know what I'm saying? But she told me that she trusts me and she's gonna support me. And we've been married a long time. That I think that she's gonna give me that opportunity just because of what we've gone through in life. You know what I'm saying? I've paid my dues too. So shout out to anybody that's doing that, going through the thing. My wife's a queen. She's on top of her shit. She's a Leo, if y'all know. She's the boss. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just a squirrel in her world. Let's see. On the show, let's see. Y'all should start beginning a old crew on too. Pancho, Rashid, Lucky. We thought about that. we thought about getting the old crew and stuff like that together. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm down, but you got to get it. It's like, man, bro, getting people together to do shit is if you have the patience, it's one thing. But God, dog, bro, you deal with. Uh, you ever been a manager or anybody been a supervisor? You got to supervise like 5 or 6 people, and you're basically babysitting them. They got to take their days off, and they got to call in, or they got something to do. Or, say they want to work, or they need overtime. Then you got those that want overtime. It's a bunch of shit. It's a lot. It's like working with a group. You're gonna deal with all these different personalities. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind doing it. Shit, that's what we do, huh, Fled? That's what we do. I meant like bring one person on, okay, on at a time, and showing y'all, and y'all share stories. Oh, absolutely. My bad. I see what you're saying. He's saying like we have guests on the show. That's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like tonight. Okay, what time is it? What time is it? Huh? Oh shit, we went over. Dude, give me a little breather. 8:11 at 9 o'clock. Grimm's gonna get on with me. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I went over. I was supposed to stop at 8. I appreciate you telling me. Hey, guys, sorry that Philetta reminded me, bro. But it's 8:11. Let's get together. Let's get back together, man, at 9 o'clock. And we will have Grimm on, and that's a good mark. Marco Olivos, you're absolutely right. Well, we are going to start bringing. I'm going to bring my mom and dad in here. I'm going to bring my, people that know me and Grimm, so you can ask some crazy questions. Bring Bash. If you go to our Instagram, either Grimm713 or you go to Shadow Ramirez, you can go back to our shows from the past, and you can see we got a bunch of shows with Point Blank, Baby Bash, Low G, Juan Gotti, all these. Juan Gotti, he had his show. He was at the drive-through during that time, man. Slinky, what's up, Slink? Slink in the house. I see you, my boy. Shout out to Slink. See, that's an aggravated member for life. And if you know the story behind the whole aggravated thing, you know what I'm saying, it don't matter. That's my boy right there, man. Shout out to Slink, Prankster, Snoop. Remember Snoop? MAC? Huh? Nah. I'm going to get off right now real quick, guys. I know y'all in here, but look, 9 o'clock, man. Y'all hear this up again. I'm going to bring Grimm in. I peace, man. I peace out, man. Y'all, hey, hit that subscribe. Hit that notification. This is what we do. We right here. Grimm and Shadow. Peace.